Oh, same time, everybody on the inside, ready to go. There he is, Claude. I told you I went over to the airport and picked him up. He just flew in from Honolulu. Well, there's a couple of goats in there with these little calves now. We'll get to them here in a second. So a good calf right there by the head, 700, 710, 10, 710, 20, 30, 40, 750, 60, 70, 780, 790, 800, 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 870, 870, 870, 80, 880, 90, 890, 900, 910, 920, 20, 29, 10, 29, 10, 29, 10, put on Lee, 910. Was good right there. Weigh him to you 422 and a half. 422 and a half. 420. 422 and a half. You been Bob? 420. I got a man. 2 and a half. 422 and a half. 420. 422 and a 5. 425. 425. 7 and a half. 427 and 30. 432 and a half. 5. 435. 437 and a half. 437 and a half. 5. 7 and a half. 435. 7 and a half. 435. That's Luis. Lucas, that's it, Lucas. I remember it now. Need his number, JD, if you can get it. So that good baby right there, 700, 710. 10, take it a boy, 10, 10, 20, 730, 740, 750, 760, 770, 780, 790, 800, 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 870, 80, 90, 910, 20, 930, 930, 930, 40, 940, 30, 49, 30, 49, 30, 49, 30, horn, 0. 15. Boys, I make you a deal right here now. We're going to say this goat. There's one loose up there around the school. You get it for free if you buy this one, but you got to go catch it. So let's go right here. $50, 2 and a half. $50, I got a man. 2 and a half. 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 52 and a half. Hands high, boys. 5, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 60, 60, 2 and a half, 62 and a half, 67 and a half, 70, 72 and a half, 75, 77 and a half, 80, 82 and a half, 82 and 82 and 85, 85, 85, 87 and a half, 90, 90, 90, 2 and a half, 92 and a 95, 95, 92 and a 95, 92 and a 5, 92, 50 H&L go. But Henderson, put on Henderson go. Boys, we're going to say choice right here. Yeah. Let's take whichever one you want. 600, 610. How can a man? 10, 20, 630, 640, 50, 60, 70, 680, 690, 700, 710, 720, 730, 740, 50, 60, 770, 780, 790, 800, 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 860, 50, 60, 850, 60, 850, 60, 850. Alex, now sell that yellow baldy calf. Sell this old thing here, boys. He's 100% male now. Selling there, $100 bill, 110, 100, 110. He hit it too, 110, 110, 110, 75, 85, 75, 85, 75, 85, $50, 60, I got a man, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, 100, 190, 100, 90, $100, you don't put it on Bob. No, Alex, you got the calf. He thought he was giving that for the calf, sheep or whatever he is. Stick your hand in there, Randy. He won't hit it. Oh, it's good, baby, right there. 610. 6 weeks old. Long Rick's granddaughter, suck a ball to do anything. 700, 710, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 810, 20, 30, 40, 50, 860, 860, 870, 880, 890, 900, 910, 920, 930, 940, 950, 960, 970, 980, 990, $1,000, 1,010, 1,020, 1,030, 1,040, 1,040, 40, 1,030, 40, 1,030, 40, 1,030, Alex. You man, Rick said, thank everybody. What was a heifer? She come in on the trailer now. They just whirled her around a little bit. She just honest she can be. Sell it right there, $3 pound, 2.5, 3, 2.5, $3, 2.5. She'll eat that tomato boy, 3, 2.5, $3, 2.5, $3, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 250, 2.5, got a man, 250, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 5, 257.5, 257 60, 2.5, 5, 267.5, 70, 270, 2.5, 5, 270. 277.5 a pound, 80, 282 and a half, 282 and a half, 280. Lucas. Was to be 11 head of these cattle now. Come Drasco. Come in last night. Be a little set of cows come with them. Be in there after a while. Be 12 of these old yearlings. Sell them right there. $2, 2.5. I got a man. 2.5. 7.5. 10. 210. 212 and a half. 215. 217 and 20. 220. 2.5. 7.5. 30. 230. 2.5. 7.5. 40. 240. 2.5. 7.5. 50. 250. 2.5. 7.5. 60. 260. 2.5. 7.5. 70. 270. 2.5. 270. 2.5. 270. JR. Put on 8. Bull right there, 220, 2.5, 220, I got a man, 2.5, 227, 30, 230, 2.5, 7, 40, 240, 2.5, 7, 50, 250, 2.5, 7, 60, 260, 2.5, 260, 2.5, 260, JR 8. Bull good right there. 80, 2.5, 280, 2.5, I got a man, 5, 7.5, 90, 290, 295, 97, 3, 3, 2.5, 5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 17, and 20, 2.5, 5, 7, 30, 330, 2.5, 7.5, 40, 340, 2.5, 340, 2.5, 340, put it on MT, 7. Bull calf and a good one right there. Put him right there. $2, 2.5. $2, I got a man. 2.5. $2, 2.5. 2.5, 2, 7, 10. 12.5, 15. 79, 20. 220, 2.5. 227, 30. 230, 2.5. 230, 2.5. 230, 2.5. 230 MT. Put him on 7. Same deal right there. 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, 322 and a half, I got a man, 2 and a half, 322 and a half, who doesn't hear, 322 and a half, 320, Bruce 8X, 14X. Was he'll be a steer right there. $3, 2 and a half, 3 got a man, 2 and a 5, 3, 7 and a half, 3, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 20, 322 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 30, 332 and a half, 335, 335, 335, 7 and a half, 337 and a half, 335, 7, 335, 7 and a half, 335, LB. He's steer too. Coach must got him. He's a steer. Sell him out. What did he bring, JD 310? Sell him out. 275, 277 a hand, 275. I got a man, 277 a hand, 277 a hand, 80, 282 and a hand, 5, 287 a hand, 90, 292 and a hand, 95, 295, 292 and a 5, 292 and a 5, 9250 LB. Steer right there to good. $3, 2 and a half. 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 I got a man. 2 and 5. 3, 7 and a half. 3, 10, 12 and a half. 15, 17 and 20. 322 and 5. 327, 30. 332 and 5. 337 40. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 340 MT7. 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, 320, 320, 20, 20, 22 and a half, 322 and I got a man, 2 and 5, 325, Bruce 5, 7 and a half, 327, 30, 330, 330, 332 and a half, 5, 335, 7 and a half, 40, 2 and a half, 345, 7 and a half, 50, 352 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 60, 362 and a half, 5, 367 and a half, 367 and a half, 70, 372 and a half, 5, 375, 7 and a half, 80, 382 and a half, 382 and a half, 380 CS, 380, 47. Good over right there, 22 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, 320, 320, 20, 20, 22 and a half, what I say here, 322 and a half, out of man, 2 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, 30, 332 and a half, 335, 7 and a half, 40, 340, 340, 340, 37, 40, 337, 50, Bruce, 14X. Okay, for a good right there. 370, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. 372 and a half. 5, 377 of 80. 382 and a half. 85. 387 and a half. 387 and a half. 90, 90, 90, 92 and a half. 392 and 95, 95, 97 and a half. 4, 4, 4, 2 and a half. 5, 4, 7 and a half. 10, 4, 12 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 20, 422 and a half. 425, 427 and a half. 30, 432 and a half, 435, 437 and 40, 442 and a half, 447 and a half, 50, 452 and a half, 5, 455, 7 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 5, 467 and a half, 70, 472 and a half, 75, 77 of 80, 482 and a half, 482 and a half, 480, but I don't see us 37. Can we pin them with 47s or we need to keep them separate? Pin them with them? Yeah. Was he come right with him now? I'd say one of them big bulls was his brother. Sell him right there. $5 a pound. 2 1/2. I got a man. 2 1/2. 5. 505. 7 1/2. 10. 5 12 1/2. 5 15. 5 17 to 20. 5 22 and 5. 7 to 30. 5 32 and 5. 35. 7 1/2. 40. 5 42 and 5. 7 1/2. 50. 5 52 and 1/2. 5 52 and 5. 5 57 and 1/2. 5 62 and 1/2. 5 67 and 1/2. 72 and 1/2. 5 72 and 5. 5 75. 7 1/2. 80. 5 82 and 85. 5 87 and 90. 5 92 and 95. 5 95. $6. 6 2 1/2. 5 7 1/2. 10. 6 12 1/2. 6 15. 17 to 20. 6 22 1/2. 6 22 1/2. 6 22 1/2. 6 20. Matthew 1. Let's do it again right here. Sell him. Bull again right there. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 320. I got a man. 2 and a half. 325. 7 and a half. 30. 2 and a half. 335. 7 and a half. 40. 342 and 5. 347 and a half. 347 and a half. 347 and a half. 345. JR 5. 46. Bull right there. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 3, 12 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 20, 322 and a half. 5, 327 and a half. 30, 332 and a half. 5, 337 and a half. 40, 342 and a half. 345, 345, 2 and a half. 342.50. MT7. Having a good in there. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 3, 7 and a half. 3, 10, 12 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 20, 322 and a half. 5, 327 and a half. 30, 332 and a half. 335, 332 and a half. 332.50. But on Casey 4X. 64. Oh, Marcus, I remember when your beard was darker. Or here's one they never had a rope thrown at her. $2, 2 and a half. $2, 2 and a half. I got a man. $2, 2 and a 5. 2, 7 and a half. 2, 7 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 2, 5, 7 and 10. 10, 2, 10, 2, 12 and a 2, 15. 2, 17 and 20. 2, 20, 2, 20, 2 and a half. 2, 20, 2 and a half. 2, 20, 2 and a half. 220 Matthew. 220 straight. You're still there. Somewhere, 330, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 337, 40, 342 and a 5. 7, 50, 352 and a 5. 7, 60, 2 and a 5. 367 and a half. 70, 2 and a half. 5, 377 and a half. 80, 2 and a half. 5, 385, 87 and a half. 387 and a half. 387 and a half. 385, but I don't see us 55. Where's no long time waiting yearling heifer now? So right there, 285, 287 and a half, 285, 285, 85, 87 and a half, 285, 285, I got a man, 287 and a half, 285, 87 and a half, 285, 87 and a half, 287 and a half, 285, 87 and a half, 285, CS on 5X. Okay, having a good night.